Hey guys, how's it going? It's Andy here. I'm just in my office, studio, shack type thing. Yeah, I just wanted to say basically, we've got quite a few subscribers to the channel now, so I want to thank everybody that's subscribed, anyone that sort of shows support for the videos. Massively appreciate it, because I'm trying to do more and more of these videos and stuff now. So, you know, if you like what you see, please like them and show that way. But yeah, the comments have been wicked. It's been really cool just to sort of have everyone just say stuff and ask questions and things like that. So yeah, I've enjoyed answering the questions there and stuff. So yeah, I'm in the office in the shack, and there's been some sort of questions and stuff about what things are in here. So yeah, I'll be happy to just sort of show you what's here. So this is where I do most of my day-to-day stuff. Those of you who've seen the other video, basically I'm trying to sort out another office at the moment, so it'll give me more space and sort of allow me to sort of have more things all over the place. You know how it is when you're into all this stuff. It's kind of like you just never have enough space, because you just end up with boxes of stuff all over the place. My wife absolutely just hates it, but there's always just wires everywhere. Anyway, yeah, so I'll start with this end. What I've got here is I've just got like a PC. I've done some other videos about these, but what it is just like an embedded PC, really kind of like low profile, low power thing, and it's really cool for sort of running a lot of the software that I run, like some of the Hytera software. You can see the IP dispatch stuff here, which I'm just playing around with. Also for programming up embedded devices and radios and all that sort of stuff. PCs are really good, because the thing with the PCs is China tends to use a lot of well, they basically build software around PCs because they think that's what half the world has. These days, you know, things are a little bit different, so they're a little bit behind in that way. But that means that a lot of the stuff I get from China and that sort of thing, basically that just means, you know, you need a PC to program stuff. So it's really good for that. Just a, you know, standard sort of 23-inch monitor and a wireless keyboard. And then I'll show you this as well. I've showed this before in another video. Let's see if I can just bring this camera down a bit. You can see this Ricoh Magic mini PC. That's a Windows one. The one below it's actually a Linux one, but I'll come to that stuff in a moment. MacBook Pro, which is like the workhorse, that does everything, the day-to-day stuff, and this is like a pretty powerful one. So you know, it really doesn't wilt any demanding things. I use it for all the movie editing and stuff like that as well, video editing, programming, a bit of like light coding and stuff. I don't do masses of that, but you know, it's good for that. You can run virtual machines on it. It's just the beast basically. It's like the workhorse. And then coming across here, I've got an FTM 400, which is like the Fusion Yaesu digital radio. That is like the head unit, so that's like the top bit. Normally that would go in like a car, sort of designed as a mobile unit, and then I've got like the main base station of it, which is, because it's a head unit there, and then you've got the separate units. So I've got that down there, which is quite nice. You can separate things, so it makes it a little bit cleaner. Let's see if I can spin around. Right, and below that I've got an MD785, which is a DMR radio. This one sort of generally just sits on local channels and things like that, really, just in case if anyone pops up, it's there. And then next to that I've got an Icom 7100. This is really cool. I mean, a lot of people wonder what this is. If you're sort of if you've been into ham radio and you're used to something that looks like that, you know, surprising how many people actually come in here and go, what's that? You know, they know what that is. They probably first say, oh, is that a CB? Which is just, oh, I hate that question. But anyway, you know, the other one, the 7100 is great, because it literally does every single band. Like if you're into just listening to stuff and you want to cruise across the bands, any band non-stop, you can practically just use that for everything. The cool thing about this as well, I mean, I won't go into too much detail because you can find loads of other videos better than this about this, but the good thing I found with this is it actually has a built-in USB sound card. So what you can do is you can literally just connect that up to a computer and then feed in not only the audio but actually the IF. So if you know what radio terms and stuff are, IF is like intermediate frequency, and it's basically you know, it's further up the chain than the audio comes out of the radio, so you can actually get a cleaner signal, which is really, really useful for decoding digital signals. So I haven't got it set up at the moment on there, but it is plugged in to the PC. But you just have a USB lead that runs from that radio to here, and then you can literally just feed in raw signals from that into the PC for processing. I think I may have done other videos about that. I don't know. I can't remember. I have to have a look. I've done so many videos now. So that's that. This little remote control, that's for Bose, the Bose speakers, which aren't really in the right place at the moment. As I said, I'm trying to sort this new office out, so hopefully I can get everything set up properly and have like different workstations for different things. It's all in one place at the moment. It's quite sort of compact. What else? Yeah, you can see the little Bose speakers over there. They're really good actually. Really good sort of quality. I used to be involved in sound engineering and stuff back in my heyday, and yeah, so you know, I appreciate good sort of sound quality in that respect. Up there at the top, if you can see that, there's a little white thing there. That's an Apple AirPort. Can I actually get that in the frame? I'm trying to get used to this camera. It's a new camera. I'm so impressed with it. This little Canon camera, but this is, yeah, like an AirPort, and at the moment it's not running. It's got an orange flashing light. I'm having trouble with AirPorts at the moment. I don't know what the problem is, but I seem to have all these issues with Wi-Fi, so I've gone back down to straightforward BT hub internet for what is it called now, like Infinity or something like that. The fastest one you can get, basically, because I need it for uploading and things. What else? We've got a soldering station down the bottom. You see this little rework station. This is pretty cool. On top of here, this is pretty good. It's like an all-in-one soldering station. And it was really good actually, like price-wise. It was really cheap, but it's actually it does the job absolutely fine. So yeah, I'll use this for sort of light messing around, light rework, and like kind of soldering stuff up, connectors and things like that. And it will do any job. It will do like let's move this camera back up a bit. It will do any job. It will basically do like surface mount, or it will do through plate, through hole, or it will do, you know, massive great connectors I've had to put on the e-bikes and stuff. So it's absolutely fantastic for that. So yeah, that's what I've got here. I've got my little handheld radios in the middle, you can see. So I've got the 375, PD375, which is like a DMR one. Again, I've got this one's new actually. I should do a thing about this. This is quite interesting. KG816. I don't know if anyone's got one of these. It's actually really small, but that is a 4 metre, 70 megahertz radio, which is really nice actually. I really like that. I've not had any contacts on that yet because, well, I don't know. I think it's something to do with the antenna, because it's quite a small. You know, if you think about that on 70 megahertz, it's not going to be very efficient, is it? So I have got a longer one which you can just fix on the top, which I've tried as well up a hill somewhere, but I didn't really get any joy. So it might just be that no one's around on 4 metres when I tried that. You've all seen this one. That's the FT2D. That's in there, and then the X1P, which I had a few questions about this one. That's still knocking around. I use this quite a lot actually. It's just kind of you know, the go-to DMR radio. You know, that's a good thing about having these docking chargers, because they are just so good for if you just leave it in there, then you know it's always going to be charged, which is quite useful. So yeah, that's about it really for here at the moment. Actually, one thing I did forget. Let's have a look at this. I'll show you this. So this is the Hytera repeater, RD625. Everything is in this box. It's absolutely unbelievable. It's just a DMR or FM repeater, and everything is inside. Duplexer, the whole lot, power supply, everything. So you just have this box, and that is a repeater. Very cool. I've actually got this rigged up at the moment for testing, and yeah, it's really impressive actually. I've not tried any kind of like advanced stuff like linking it up over the internet and things like that, but it's totally possible. It will also run off of batteries, so you can have like a backup battery on it, which is pretty nifty. So yeah, that's that. as my microphone off for the FTM 400 falls off. So that's that, and well, what else? There was something else as well. I can't remember where it went. Probably, yeah, the SL4000. I've got that. That's just sitting on. Let's move this up. Yeah, there's an SL4000 around here somewhere. Motorola, the little Motorola radio, little DMR one. I saw something on Twitter earlier about that, which looks quite interesting. Somebody said that you can speak to the radio over the Telnet port. There's a Telnet port on the radio, which apparently you can get into. So that's quite cool, because that Titera ND380, I think it is. There's some firmware for that now, isn't there? That you can use, which will allow it to effectively become a DMR scanner, which is kind of cool in itself, because it shows. I mean, in my mind, it's cool in itself because it shows that sort of stuff's possible. But you know, long term, I'd want to see more sort of features built into that radio, so you could actually fully program it. I think you might be able to fully program it anyway, but you know, things like that VFO and all the extra bits and pieces, and maybe sending like data and stuff over the air, that'd be quite cool. You know, but I think that's going to take a little while before they get that sort of sorted out. But there's some interesting stuff happening with that. And like I say, with the Motorola, there was something I saw earlier about Telnet on the Motorola. People have managed to find the port and get speaking to the radio over that. It'd be nice if you could do all the things you could do on the MD380 with the SL4000, because that little radio is just, it looks like a mobile phone. It's so discreet, and I love it because it's just really, really tiny. But yeah, that's about it. There is one more thing, which is like the title of the video, which I haven't mentioned yet. I want to show you something else, so I'm going to have to go downstairs. Right, as I said, there's one more thing which I was going to show, and I've just found the SL4000. Yeah, that's a really, really nice way to store a radio of this sort of level just on the floor. No, I don't know what happened there. It must have been in my pocket and just fell out of my pocket. It's a good job it wasn't outside, actually, wasn't it? Right, let's put that down there. Yeah, so this massive great box turned up the other day, and Sarah was like, "What's in there?" As normal, stuff just turns up all the time because of work and stuff like that. But anyway, I want to show you guys. I'm not actually going to tell you what's in here. What I'm going to do is like just let people say on the comments. You know, try and guess what it is. So try and guess what it is, and I'm going to just take a few bits out of this box whilst we're on here, if I can actually do it. Yeah, I should be alright. It was pretty heavy. It's about 15 kilos, this box. But yeah, so right, let's try and I'll swivel this camera around so you can get a better idea. Right, guys. So yeah, what can it be? This is the question. Give you clues. There are. This is the main piece, and we've got another section here. What does that look like? This thing's in the bubble wrap underneath, so I'm not going to be able to get that out. This, nice anodised parts on that. It's covered in polystyrene though. It looks like it's been through the wars on its travels. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that back in there. There's some other bits as well in there. But yeah, guys, what do you reckon that is then? Leave your answers and stuff below, and I won't give it away, but I'll definitely appreciate your comments. See if anyone can guess what it is. Anyway, guys, that's about it for today. If you've enjoyed watching, don't forget to give the video a massive thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again soon.